guys, you can see I've got some stuff ready for the bike for a bit of a road trip. So I'm going to be heading through France, and all going well, it's going to happen. Let's put it that way, all going well, it's going to happen. I've just been pointed out to me last week on my bike service, it's just been pointed out to me that my tyres are extremely low. Now I've got 7,000 miles on the bike, and I've burnt out my Scorchers, my Michelin Scorchers, the 31s. I don't know how, obviously. I think it might be the Dom Performance tube that's done it, I'm not sure. It's quite a serious, I mean, it's a fast bike. It is a fast bike for what it is. It's a lot faster than the other bikes I've ridden with the same engine. I've just taken a Lowrider ST as well, actually. I put a little clip of that up. I took that out for a loan, obviously, while my bike was in for service. They offered me a Pan America ST CVO, I think it was. It was a top spec bike, and I said no, can I take the Lowrider ST? And they said yeah, of course, but you know, he's a bit confused why you didn't want to take that. But I took the Lowrider and I took it out for a ride. I went to work on it and stuff like that, and it's got the different modes, the rain modes, the motorway and the sport mode. And I'll be honest with you, it's a very fast bike now. It's very fast. Let's put it this way, it was raining when I had it. So every ride I had was in the rain, and when I put it into rain mode, it was a lot more handled, you know, it was a lot easier to handle. But sport mode, honestly, I can't believe how much faster it is. The thing's like a rocket, it absolutely flies. It's you know, I don't know, the bike had an S&S exhaust on it, I think, so I'm guessing it's like a stage 1 or whatever's been done to it, but it was so quick, it was unreal. It made I wouldn't say made my bike feel slow, it just felt electric, it just felt so fast. It was really good, really good. But anyway, look, I'm going to be taking this trip through France. It's 4 weeks today I'll be going, and I'm going to vlog the whole lot. Obviously, hopefully you guys will hang around and want to see that sort of video. I'm doing it hopefully before surgery, before I have to have surgery on my foot. I've had 2 pre-ops now. One of those was actually on site at the hospital with ECGs, MRSA checks, everything. It was last week I went in, and they done all the full sort of head to toe sort of physical stuff on me as well. But they actually asked me how I've lost 2.5 stone since the last time I was there in January as well. So yeah, 2.5 stone. I'm quite pleased with myself, really. I don't know if it comes off in the camera, but what I've done, I've literally stopped drinking every day. I've stopped drinking, or binge drinking, should I say, weekends and stuff like that. So the wife's been on my case, to be honest, and it's been positive. She said to me, you need to lose a few pounds and get as light as you can before this surgery. And I'm literally 2.5 stone lighter now than I was last time I was at the hospital, which is about 35 pounds or about 15 kilos, I think, off the top of my head. And basically, yeah, they were asking me if there's something wrong with me, why I've lost that much weight that quickly. And I said basically a change of lifestyle. I've been actively trying to be healthy and to be good, and yeah, my diet's totally changed as well. It's not just the alcohol, but my diet's totally changed, and I'm in the 15s now, well, 15 stone now, and you know, 2.5 stone, literally lighter than I was before. It's got to be a positive for surgery, eh? It's got to be a positive for the time that I'm going to be having out. I couldn't go on this trip to Austria I wanted to do because I didn't want to let anybody down, and I wanted to go. I still want to go now, and I've still got the same time booked off work. But if I have to cancel at the last minute, if I get a date from the hospital and have to cancel at the last minute, it's 4 weeks away now from when I go, or 4 weeks away from the trip to Austria. How can I have people waiting on me to know we're going away and then me cancel or pull out at the last minute? It's just not, you know, I don't know yet. I was told by the people at the hospital to expect something within 8 weeks. So I don't know if it's going to be before or after that date. I hope I get to go to France on my road trip. I've bought the ULIS tag, so I haven't got to stop at the tolls. I've bought a what do you call it, the Crit thing as well. I've done those bits and pieces. I had my bike serviced, obviously annual service in preparation, and they pointed out to me that my rear tyre is literally, you know, it's going to need changing if I'm going to take a big trip to France on it. So I got a price from my dealer, and in all fairness to them, you know, they gave me a price. That's what it is. But I've actually priced up from a local centre near me for 2 tyres for the price that I was quoted for one from the dealer. But in all fairness, again, they're not Michelins. I'm not putting Michelins back on. I'm going with the Metzeler Cruisetecs, and they're going to be the radial tyre as well, not the bias belted ones, like the cross-ply version that the bikes come with. So it's going to be, hopefully the bike's going to feel better on the road as well. Hopefully. it's something that obviously I was always going to change. But to be honest, when you're looking at the tyre treads, they look fine, or they look good on the back. The front's just over 2 mil, but when you look at the tyre, it looks fine, especially the metal around the side of the tyre looks fine. But when you put a tread depth gauge on it, I've got a tread depth gauge and I've never used it, or I haven't used it on a bike, let's put it that way. And yeah, they were right, the dealer were bang on. Well, the measurements they gave me was exactly what it was. You know, they weren't trying to sell me a tyre when I didn't need one. They were trying to help me really and make sure that I was going to stay legal and stay safe for my road trip. But look, I'm going in 4 weeks' time. The videos will start coming out to follow as soon as I get back. It's too much for me to try and do on the road because, you know, I'll put a couple of bits out on Instagram or whatever. If you follow me on there, you'll see stuff from there. But I'll obviously update you guys if I get anything before then, you know, from the hospital as to know what's going on, or even if the trip's happening or if it's not happening. I'm going to find out very soon. Obviously 4 weeks away today, so still got the time off. I'm still looking to go. I've actually booked, I mean, the Eurotunnel's booked. I've booked, you know, hotels, certain locations and stuff like that to go to. I'm hoping to make it down to the Riviera, to Nice. Hopefully ride through to Monaco, and I know it's chaos. I've been there in the car. I know it's chaos, but I want to go there on a bike. I want to enjoy it. I want to be able to have a lot of, you know, stuff to do when I'm laid up as well with after surgery. I mean, the surgery, they told me it was going to be 12 months in January, but I'm now looking at probably September. I'm hoping September. So yeah, I just wanted to keep you updated. What I'll do, actually, I'll add to this. I won't put this video out until I've got the tyres on the bike. The tyres are getting fitted tomorrow. It's Saturday tomorrow, the 2nd, and the tyres are going to get fitted, and I'll let you know what I think of them on the road. Well, it's tyres day. Time to get my tyres sorted. I have 7,151 miles on these tyres. Not the best day. I thought they were supposed to last 10,000, people were saying, but hey, it might just be the way I ride it, I guess. I don't know. So it doesn't really do a lot of motorways, but it's burnt out the centre. I don't know, it may be just that I don't bank it over much. I mean, on these tyres, these cross-ply tyres, or bias belted or whatever they call them, I'm guessing they're not really designed for leaning, are they? You know, the bike doesn't like to be rolled over on its side like a sports bike would. But let's see what these radials are all about. I mean, I've had a lot of positive and a lot of negative stuff I've read online. You know, people say they change the bike for the better, and other people say they're dangerous. So they can't be any worse than these bloody cross plies, can they? A set of radials. So let's see what happens. It's bloody freezing this morning. I say it's freezing, it's about 13 degrees. And it is, let me see, 7:31 exactly. So I'm a little bit behind schedule. They open at 8 and I wanted to be there before 8, so maybe I'll be there about 1:45. I don't want to be the last guy that turns up to have his tyres done today, because they're only open for 4 hours, and my mate Neil, they've done his tyres on his Sport Glide, and he said they took about 3 hours to do the rear ones, so exhaust off and whatever else. So I don't want to be getting to 12 o'clock and needing to get a bus home because they haven't finished it, you know. But I'm hoping that the alignment and the belt and all that's all good. I mean, obviously I filmed this morning the belt tension and all that stuff, so I can at least compare that when I get home. I'm not saying I don't trust what they're doing. I mean, obviously they do it for a living, so I'd like to think that they know what they're doing, but worst case I'll be taking it down to Harley and getting them to check it over. I just obviously going to put 2,000 miles on it, 3,000 miles, whatever I'm going to do in the next month. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to get halfway and the belt's going to snap on me because it's not been aligned properly, you know, which I'm sure everyone will be, you know, feeling the same. So I've got 4 weeks basically until I go, so I'm going to be this road is absolutely terrible. Oh, I'll be doing as many miles as I can on the bike between now and then, just to iron out any possible problems, you know, make sure that everything's good. But I do love this bike. I do love it. What I was saying actually in the video about the Lowrider ST and how fast it was, what I think the secret of it, or the reason why it feels so fast, is because when you put it in a different mode, like the rain mode, it does feel very flat. And then you click it into sport, and I'll be honest with you, you can't even let the clutch out without it wanting to go. It just wants to fly, absolutely fly. It's got so much torque and so much grunt. I mean, whatever Harley have done, it works. It totally works. I mean, this bike's fast enough, you know, to have a Lowrider ST with all that extra power as well. I mean, I don't think this would keep up with it at all, you know. This isn't a slow bike, so by any means, in my opinion. I was thinking about getting some zombie baffles for this exhaust, but I really don't think I need them, you know. It's quite bizarre because this exhaust is nice and quiet. You start the bike, it's loud, obviously, like all bikes are a bit louder when they first start. But if you're not revving it, it is pretty quiet. But as soon as you rev it, it sounds amazing. And that's where I want it to be, basically. I don't want it to be making all the racket while I'm just trying to move it on the drive or something, you know. I want it to make the racket when I want it to. Strange one today, riding the bike without the front fairing on and without the bags on, so the bike looks totally different. I don't think I've ever really gone out without the bags on. Bit strange really. Well, it looks really odd with the side protection I've got, you know, the you know what I mean. New tyres just fitted, let's go. It feels totally different. I'm not joking, I can't believe how different it feels. It feels like, I mean, I've had a new bike before. It didn't feel like this. It feels like I'm literally on like a tightrope, if that makes sense. It feels like I'm on a tightrope, but once I've got a few miles on, I should be able to start leaning it around and stuff. But I'm just glad it's not raining as well, to be fair, riding off with new tyres. But yeah, it feels amazing, it feels lovely. It literally feels, I'll say it again, it feels like I'm on a tightrope. It just feels totally different. It's my god, I can't believe how different that feels. Before it felt like I was rolling around on square things, you know. It's not like that at all now. Wow. I'm guessing that will change, you know, the longer I ride it for. I'm guessing that will change. But yeah, that took literally an hour, just a bit, well, not even an hour and a half to do my tyres. So what's the time now? .9:31. So I'd say I got there and in and out in an hour and a half. Amazing, brilliant. Oh, that definitely feels better, even on a low bend like this, you know, a slow bend like this, sorry, that feels a lot better. Definitely better on roundabouts. Lovely, that's the rear. But I'm still pleased I've got them done, obviously, and like I say, you've got to change both on the axles, so a bit strange riding down there today without the bags on. and I took the nose cone off as well, because I think it looks silly with the nose cone on and the bag's not on there. So I'm just going to wait for it to cool down. I'm going to give it a wash and clean it whilst the bags are off, and then I'll put it all back together again, and might even take it out for a little spin. The weather's looking nice now, the sun's come out. It's a bit cold today, but yeah, it looks really weird without the bags on. I don't know, I mean obviously having the bag protectors on makes it look silly now without the bags on, but I don't know how people ride them without the bags. I just think they're meant to have them, they look right, you know. Oh well. I got the tyres done at Watling Tyres in Gillingham, their Gillingham site. They've done the tyres for me for £510, including VAT and fitting, everything totally all in. They're Cruisetecs, the Metzeler Cruisetecs. Obviously factory specification for the tyre sizes, but really pleased with them, and really pleased with the service I got from them today as well. They've been really good, and they're nice guys as well. Had a good chat with them, and yeah, really pleased I've had them done. Really pleased. I can't wait. 4 weeks today I'll be in France riding this bike, heading south. So onwards and upwards, guys, eh? Hopefully you'll see this video and a bit of information for someone who's looking at tyres. I don't know. I'll be able to elaborate a bit more on how I feel about them once I put a few more miles on them. But they feel amazing today. They feel really good. And guys, thanks for sticking with me. And the subscriber numbers are still going up, which I'm really pleased about. There's going to be a lot more content coming. But a big bike trip coming, and hopefully you'll enjoy that one. I'll definitely enjoy making it. So keep watch this space. I'll be back. See you soon.